Hello, good Tuesday afternoon. How are we all doing here today? Um, we are double checking that we are live on both YouTube and Instagram. Facebook. Thank you so much for being here today with me. Like the title says, today we're going to be talking about your video creation workflow. So I want to know in the comments, do you have a video creation workflow right now? Do you use something like Asana or Trello, some type of workflow system? Let me know down in the comments if you're using one of those. And it looks like my video is crooked on Facebook. So let's just switch this around for you all and see if we can get this to work just a tad better. All right. Thanks for managing with us here. We got Facebook apparently down here. We're going to prop that up on my desk for you all. And again, please share with me if you are currently using Trello or Asana or some type of workflow management system for your workflow. All right. And like I said, we're going to dig right on into this. I'm going to walk you through my entire process that I do right now. Hi, True Blue Quills from Phoenix. Hi, Liming with Latoya, Alina, and the RV. Hello. If you're on Facebook watching me here a little crooked, let me know where you're watching from as well. And I'm going to introduce myself real quick. If we have not met, my name is Trina. I'm a YouTube strategist. And I help mainly women. Yes, I know men. If you are watching, I really do appreciate you being here as well. But basically, I'm helping you use YouTube to scale your business with a video strategy that you are proud of. And today, I'm going to show you how a workflow that you can start implementing is actually going to save you time. Yes, I know video content can seem like a lot of work and take a lot of time, but I'm going to show you how using video saves me a massive amount of time and how I only shoot video once a month. All right, before I go into this entire process step by step for you all, I want you to know if you want more strategy specifically on YouTube and tactically on YouTube, we are going to be having a free masterclass on Friday. That's Valentine's Day. So you got a Valentine's date with me on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to walk you through the entire stress-free process to using YouTube strategically to grow your email list. All right. So I'm going to walk you through the exact 3-step YouTube strategy that I use and I use for all of my students and clients to grow a YouTube channel to over 1 million views now. The go-to process for finding the perfect video idea so you can make sure your audience is finding those videos, and more importantly, what to actually say in those videos to get people to watch and take action. So I have the link right below this video, whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook. It's trinalittle.com/stress-free. That's going to save your seat for the free class on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's get started. So Mutt Nuts Review uses Google Docs and a planner book to keep their workflow. True Blue has no real workflow, just a bunch of ideas in her journal and a mental plan. This is great. Keep letting me know how you currently have your workflow set up for YouTube or for video creation so we can share it with everybody. So let's dig right in. I know when it comes to creating video content, most people think like, all the work that's going to go into it. In your head, you're thinking, okay, I need to have a quiet house, because if you're like me, you got kids running around. You need to make yourself look presentable, right? I'm going to tell you a secret. I do not wake up looking like this. No, I don't. I get camera presentable. You may think, okay, I got to set my equipment up. I got to charge my camera. I got to actually know what I'm saying, right? There's all of these moving pieces to video, which is very valid. So here's my big secret. Many of you probably already know this. I shoot my videos, all of my videos, once a month. Like I said, I have 2 kids running around most days here. I only have a quiet house 2 days a week. And I don't have time to look like this every single day. So I'm very strategic in when I create videos and what videos I'm creating to make sure I'm getting the most out of them. So let me walk you through exactly what this looks like and how much time I commit to each process so you can see how you could start formulating automating this and making it work for you in your jam-packed schedule, because I know you got lots of stuff on your to-do list. Trust me. So that first step you're going to do, and it's got to be the first step you do, is kind of coming up with that video idea, that ideation creation, okay? This is where I sit down, and you have to set a timer, because I forget what the rule is, but a Parkinson's law, I think, however long you give something to take, that's how long it's going to take. So if you just give yourself 1 hour to come up with 4 video ideas, it's only going to take you 4 hours. So you need to sit down and set a timer for 4 hours to come up with video ideas. How do you come up with video ideas? I'm going to tell you all those in a second, but what I do is I'm set up in Asana. So I see Ray A uses Asana as well. Who else? I thought somebody else mentioned Asana. I know Erin and I both use Asana. So I have a card in Asana, which could also be a card in Trello, that has my entire checklist in there for everything that I need to do. So when I have an idea, I just duplicate that card and put that video idea on that card. So I have a running list of video ideas with all of my checklists of things that I need to do. And I think my checklist is over 40 different steps. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. So that's how I'm getting this all organized, because my problem, True Blue Quilt, with a planner or a notebook is I lose them. Sometimes I'm traveling. Sometimes I'm taking my daughter to dance class, and I'm working while she's at dance class. Or, I'm on an airplane going to a conference, and I lose a notebook, or I don't pack it. And so that's why I like to keep things electronic. So once I duplicate that, I start to think about all of those video ideas and where are you going to come up with them. So some great places to find video ideas is just going into YouTube search and typing what you're thinking about creating. And what pops up in YouTube search is the best place to look for video ideas. You could also look at blog posts that you've already created. If you're blogging and you have popular blog posts and you don't have videos to them, add video to those blog posts, okay? And then what's great about this, you can then turn that video into a blog post, into a social media post, into a newsletter, right? Just by coming up with these ideas, you start creating all of this content where sometimes it feels like we're always chasing that content creation hamster wheel. So I really like to look at my YouTube video once I get that idea solidified as the top of my content creation pyramid. I create that one video and it filters down through the rest of my content pyramid, like I said, to Instagram TV, newsletter, blog posts. And that's really how this time saving starts to happen, because if you're already creating content for all of these platforms, this is how you're going to really tie it all together and really minimize a lot of the extra things that you're doing. So like I said, you want to set a timer for this, because it can take you for forever. So once I come up with about 4 to 5 ideas, because remember, I'm just shooting once a month. So sometimes there are 4 Wednesdays, because I post every single Wednesday on my YouTube channel. Sometimes there are 4 Wednesdays in a month. Sometimes there are 5. So I'll come up with about 4 to 5 video ideas. Then that second step in your process is research. Before you move on to anything else, you've got to research that idea to really make sure you're creating a video your target audience is going to want to watch from you. This is going to make sure the right people are watching your videos to get them to work with you, to get them to subscribe to your channel, to get them to buy a course from you if you're selling a course or quilts or a product. So this research step is usually the most frequently skipped one. Sometimes you just come up with an idea and you're like, done, I'm doing that video. But we really need to tweak it and kind of mold it into a video title and video concept that's going to get you the biggest bang for your buck. Otherwise, you're spending this time creating video content and it's not really accomplishing what you wanted to accomplish. So Mutt Nuts Review says they batch film all of their videos 3 months in advance. Yes, I love it. Such a great concept. It's what I do. So you're going to go and start researching these video ideas, okay? So you're just going over to YouTube. You're looking at those topics that you've come up with. And what you're looking at specifically is what's showing up when you search that video. Ideally, you want to go into a Google Incognito window. Sorry, I'm a little stuffy today. Because when you search on YouTube, logged into your YouTube account, YouTube's going to serve you videos based on your past watch and search history. So when you go in a Google Incognito window, you're not having that kind of affect your search results. So I suggest going into a Google Incognito window when you are researching your topic. Then what you're looking for is videos that are getting more views than that channel has subscribers. So let's say a video has 50,000 views, which sounds pretty awesome. But then you look at that channel and that channel has maybe 1 million subscribers. Not such a great ratio. So you want to find the titles or the videos that maybe are getting 50,000 views and that channel has maybe 5,000 subscribers. Something with that topic is really hitting that target audience, and maybe that's how you want to craft that title. And then you want to watch a couple of those videos and see how are they being opened. What's the hook? How's the hook crafted? What's the title? What's the thumbnail look like? To really give you an idea of the direction you're going to take your video, because you can really start to formulate this content, again, to get the biggest bang for your buck. I know video can take a lot of time, but if you do it right, it's going to save you so much time, and this is key. All right? So it doesn't matter if you have all the professional things or not. You can get started now with your video with anything you already have. On Facebook, I'm live on Facebook over here with a tilted, kind of wonky iPhone right now. On YouTube, I'm going live right now with a webcam, and both are great to get started with. So don't hone over all the equipment that you need. This is great to get started with. So once you kind of hone in on that title, because it's going to be key during that research phase to really decide on the title of that video. Because then you're going to move into the scripting stage, and you need to make sure the hook of your video ties into your title. That's going to be really critical when you start to look into your audience retention, how long you're getting people to watch, and if people are going to actually watch the video you create. Because again, I want to save you time here. If you're going to put the time into creating a video, I want to make sure people are watching it. So you really got to craft that title of the video before you start scripting it. So during the scripting phase, again, I'm setting a timer. 15 to 20 minutes to do my research, and then scripting it, I'm doing about 30 minutes to script my videos. In that free masterclass that I am hosting on Friday, February 14th, I'm going to give you the exact template for that script. So make sure you sign up for that, trinalittle.com/stress-free. The link is around here. And I'm going to tell you exactly what to say in your videos. We can't go over that in this video today because we're talking about my workflow and my process. But on Friday, I'm going to give you the exact template on what to say in your videos. Again, to make sure people are watching it, engaging, giving you comments, giving you likes, and then more importantly, getting on your email list or buying from you. All right, so now that we've moved into scripting and you have your scripts, I ideally like to heavily script my hook. Again, that's gonna be really important to get people to watch. And then I bullet point my topics, like the meat of the content. When I tend to script word for word, I get too wrapped up and try to be perfect and get really stressed out on saying everything word for word. So I create bullet points and just kind of make that my game plan. And this is another critical step to saving you time. By knowing the title of your video, by knowing the content of your video, and having a script is going to take you so much less time to film that video by having that plan. So if you show up to film a video and you don't have a plan of attack, it is going to take you double, sometimes 3 or 4 times longer to shoot a video than if you just have that content already planned. This is how I'm able to shoot multiple videos back to back to back, because all of the content and my game plan for that video is done ahead of time so that I can sit down and film. And I will block about 4 to 5 hours worth of time to film these videos. I generally don't need that much time now that I've done this enough. Your videos don't have to be some epic piece of content that's like 30, 40 minutes long. You just want to create videos that viewer is going to see an end result. How can you help them at the end of that video? So for example, maybe I would do a video, which tomorrow, if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, I walk you through what I say in every single YouTube video. So by the end of that video, you know what to say in your next video, right? So what is a goal, or what is an outcome somebody can have at the end of your video? If you can get them that accomplishment in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes. That's all that video needs to be. It doesn't need to be a certain length. It just needs to get that viewer to see a result, or to be able to accomplish something at the end of the video. Muttnut says, I film in a 5x7 space with my cell phone, green screen, and a softbox light, and edit on my laptop. That is awesome. Keep it simple, because also when you start to create all of these moving elements like extra lighting and microphones and a DSLR camera and a tripod, what happens is there's more things for you to come up with a reason not to film. If you can make filming super easy for you and minimize the hurdles between you and filming, that is how you're gonna stay consistent on video, and that's where you're gonna see the real result, is by making video creation simple and easy for you so that it's manageable, okay? So here's a little secret that I do during my filming time. So step 1, remember, we researched those video ideas. Step 2, we came up with that title and kind of figured out that thumbnail idea. Step 3, we scripted, and now step 4, we're filming. And one little secret that I do during this stage is I will just have 4 different shirts laying on the floor. So when I do a different video, because I'm shooting 4 or 5 in one morning, I will just change my shirt. It will look like a different day, and nobody knows the difference. I don't completely change my makeup out. I don't completely change my hair. Here's a little secret. When I first got started with video, I literally thought I had to completely wipe off all of my makeup and redo whole different makeup so that it looked like it was a different day. Honestly, people are not going to notice whether or not you had blush, eyeshadow on one day or not. In fact, people don't even notice that your hair straightened the one day and curly another. You don't have to get that detailed. The least thing you need to do, you can change a shirt, and that's it. You don't even need to do that if you don't want. If you watch some of my older videos, sometimes I just wear the same black V-neck shirt video after video. So that's just one thing that I do to make it look like I'm filming on different days, all right? So you shot those videos. Let's see. Rockstar Rochelle says, thank you. I do batch filming. Yeah. Honestly, it's the best way to save time. And then you're done with your content for the month once you film, right? You don't have to do this. You don't have to put makeup on. You don't have to set your lights up. In fact, I shot about 7 weeks worth of content a week before Christmas, and I didn't even get out my light and my camera equipment until last week. And so that's what's really powerful about batching. And when you are batching, you're able to stay in kind of that zone of genius. So these different processes that I talked about, you also want to batch those as well. So when you're researching, block, an hour for researching those videos and just research them. And then maybe another day you just script them, because when you can batch similar tasks together, you're going to get more done, because when you go from researching to scripting to filming, you're putting on different hats. And so you're actually exhausting yourself a lot quicker by doing that than just doing like researching one day, scripting another day, filming another day, okay? Another little secret for you. So here's usually the most difficult part for some of you, and it's editing. And sometimes it's the most time consuming as well. My best advice for you, because I still edit for some of my clients, is create a editing template. You could do this in iMovie, you can do this in Final Cut. I use Final Cut. And what we do with our clients is, when we have a client for the first time, we sit down and map out all of their text callouts, matched up to their brand fonts, the brand colors. We create the transitions, and we go back and forth with that client for that first video quite a few times to really get a template that they like, so that we can just copy and paste it for all the other videos. And so that first video may take you the longest to edit, but then when it's time to edit that second video, you already have all the texting templated. You're just going to copy it from the first video, paste it, change out the text to what you needed to say. The transitions are all going to be the same. You don't have to search through them all. Maybe you created graphics. You're just going to template those graphics. And so what's really key here in editing is having a template. And you're going to save time editing, again, if you scripted that video. That script is really key to saving you time. It's saving you time filming, and it's saving you time editing as well. So that's really where you're going to see the time saved across the board, is if you're scripting. It's happening in that filming and editing, okay? Now, that final phase is really going to be kind of the easiest to outsource to a virtual assistant. And you can find virtual assistants anywhere from $300 to $500 a month. Also, you can outsource editing. I would budget anywhere between $80 to $150 per video to edit. But one of the things that we are working on here on our team is creating a team of assistants to help you with kind of that uploading and optimizing part, because once you edit it, the next step is uploading it to YouTube, adding that thumbnail, creating a thumbnail really, and then uploading it, adding the description box content, tags, end screens, all that extra stuff on YouTube that kind of makes your video a little extra special and follows kind of the YouTube best practices to make sure your video is getting out to new people. And another, I love throwing in little secrets here. A lot of you may be stressing about the tags on YouTube, but here's a little secret about tags. You don't need to stress about them. They're not as important as you think. When you're adding tags, you basically just want to add words or phrases that summarize your video. All right, so once you have it up on YouTube, here's one thing that you can start doing. You can start repurposing that video. You heard me mention that a little bit before here. You can embed that video now into a blog post. You can send it to your newsletter. You can upload it to YouTube TV or Facebook. You can really use as much of this video as possible across all your platforms, because your goal as a business owner is to maximize your reach, to get more people to work with you, to hire you, to buy your programs, to get you to hire you as your coach, all right? And not everybody is following you on all the platforms. Some people maybe like Facebook. That's why I tried to go live here on Facebook, but the phone situation. Maybe people follow you on YouTube, or maybe people follow you on Pinterest. And so that's why creating this YouTube video and having this workflow is really going to be how you're going to save time and really maximize video with your business, and where you're going to see the biggest change in your business when it comes to video. So I would love to know if you okay, so I want to hear from you in the comments below. When I showed you this process, now that I showed you this process, do you think that video could be a lot easier for you and something you could start incorporating into your day-to-day or maybe monthly content creation routine? Give me a yes in the comments below if you can really start to see how this is possible now with your schedule, and how it can really work into your schedule. And if you still aren't sure, let me know what's on your to-do list that's still holding you back from committing to creating video content. Let me know in the comments right now, like, what are some of those things on your to-do list that are still stopping you? Or what are some of those reasons right now that are still stopping you from creating video content? Because I want to chat with you about them here in a minute. And do remember, I know some of you have already done so, make sure you sign up for that masterclass that is happening on Friday, February 14th. We have a Valentine's date, I hope, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to really learn more detailed strategies for how to use video, specifically on YouTube, the second largest search engine in the world, to really start maximizing the reach of video content, so you can really have a sales team of video working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you're not constantly chained to your desk. So we got some questions and comments over here on YouTube. If you got any questions over here on Facebook, absolutely pop them in the chat. Let's see. Rockstar Rochelle just registered. Awesome. Muttnut, I do all my own editing with Wondershare Filmora. Awesome. So Muttnut says they can see how video can start creating. So does Ray A. So does Vanessa. So does Rockstar Rochelle. This is awesome. I'm so glad you guys can really start to see how video can be really powerful. And if you think about it a little bit differently, you can really start to see how video can really save you time when it comes to content creation. Over the top says, I would love a template for editing faster. Sometimes it takes me weeks. I'm also a mama too. I totally understand you. I'm a mama of two as well. And that first video does take a while. But like I said, I will get my client's video. Her due date is to have it to me Tuesday night. And then Wednesday morning, I edit it for her. Her video will generally be about 30 to 40 minutes of raw footage, and I can usually start that video and turn it around in about 2.5 to 3 hours. Because we already have a lot of it templated. I just need to go through, do a little bit of color correction, do a little bit of audio correction, cut out all of her mistakes, and then I'm just copying and pasting all the transitions, all the text that we've already had created. And so that takes me about 2.5 hours for one video. So I do that during the time, between the time of drop-offing at preschool and picking up at preschool. What is the easiest editor to start with, Jessica Breeze? So start with what you already have. So if you have anything Mac or Apple, iMovie is free, and where I started, when I started creating videos, I still do some of my videos on iMovie when I'm doing things really quickly. I know Filmora and Camtasia tend to be a lot of the beginner editors that people in my program, the Video Strategy Academy, use. That is paid for, but it is also PC compatible. iMovie is just for Mac computers and Apple. So that's where I would get started. My issues are scripting better. Absolutely, Mudnut. It's really just like figuring out that hook, because that's really where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck. If you can focus on opening that video to really get people's attention, and then just thinking about why is that viewer watching your content. That's why that title is so important, because that title caused them to click. So if they're going to click on that video based on your title, what do you need to share in that video that they want to see? That's my best advice for really scripting better. Ray A, I'm too creative and get caught up in spending too much time on stuff that's not needed. Yeah, I think setting a timer for you is definitely going to be the key. So say, okay, I'm going to spend 2 hours on editing, set that timer, and when those 2 hours are up, done, let it be. Same with filming. I will repeat the same thing over and over, but there comes a time where I have to accept, okay, that last take is good enough. Because if we wait till everything's perfect, we're never going to take action. So I totally understand you, Ray A. Any more questions? Like I said, the project management tool that we use on my team, and my team has an assistant. So you may saw Erin in the chat here. We have my assistant. We also have a video editor, and then I have a graphic designer help me with the thumbnails. And I absolutely did not start here. I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, and thanks to the YouTube following and the way I've been creating videos, I'm making money in my business because of my YouTube videos to be able to have this team. So don't think that you need to have hundreds of thousands of subscribers to be able to make money. In fact, I have 2 clients that are making the exact same money, $500,000 in their business. One client has 500,000 YouTube followers, and another client has 7,000 YouTube followers, and they're both making $500,000 in their business. So don't think like you need to have massive followers on YouTube to make money. Again, if you look at my channel, I get told all the time, who are you to tell me how to do YouTube when you don't even have, I think I'm at 17,000 subscribers. I'm at 17,000 subscribers, yes, but I'm making 6-figure income yearly from my YouTube content because my YouTube videos are working for me. So that's just a kind of side note, so that we have a team in this Asana board so that we can track it as it goes through the different phases. So I take it through the ideation and the scripting and the filming, and then I pop it over to the editing, and my editor will edit it. Then we pop it over to the thumbnail, so our designer can then design that thumbnail, and then we pop it over to Erin, who then uploads it, optimizes it, and schedules it out on YouTube, and then schedules it on my blog and my email list as well. And so that's why it's really important to get started with a workflow. You could do this process in Trello, Asana, Monday.com, because it's giving you that process in place. So when you finally get to the spot where you can start hiring things out, you already have a process in place, and it's a lot easier for people to jump in and really help you get a lot more done. So tomorrow we are going to be talking about video equipment and all the tech stuff. So I'm going to talk to you about the simplest way to create videos for YouTube. And we're not getting super fancy. I'm going to walk you through kind of my evolution of video equipment because I am the least techie person around, as you can see here on Facebook, where my video is not working right. So we're going to walk through everything you need to know about the equipment to get started and the easiest equipment to get started with on YouTube. So make sure you mark your calendar tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm back here again for a live video, and make sure you sign up for that free class on Friday, where I'm really diving deep into how to maximize your YouTube content to really make that money on YouTube. And I'm not talking about AdSense, I'm talking about that business model where whether you have 7,000 subscribers on YouTube or 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, you're making those six figures, you're making $500,000. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.